seen we had a problem with the video here. So I'll go ahead and start running over what had happened. Let's see, hold on. I just got a notice saying that the reception's bad. Let's wait until a couple people pop in, see if it's got a reception. If not, then I'll just kill this feed. Come on, Brandon, where are you, man? Watch, no notifications are going to go out because I already freaking did a video. There's Brandon. I knew you were going to show up. Okay. Is this feed any good? Is it clear? Is it moving around good? Is the sound good? Give me a yes, no, or a maybe. Do we have a good connection? Super, yes, yeah, okay. Yeah, what the hell was that, man? That was freaking weird. All right, so I'm going to run through really quick what I did just to make this video. If somebody replays it, they understand what I'm talking about. All right, I took a load to Pennsylvania, as you guys know. It was supposed to deliver at 0800 this morning. I was going to get in and out of Pennsylvania before this storm's coming in the early morning. Go to the receiver. They say the appointment's for 1800. I try to get out of this load, try to drop it at Pittston. No. I got a pre-plan to get us out of here. We got to go pick up in Philadelphia and beeline west. The problem is the receiver's talking about, oh, we're going to be really busy at that time. So they said we can come 2 hours early. Let's say we get there. Let's say they get us unloaded by 6, 7 o'clock. I got to drive an hour and a half east to pick up the load. So say 7, 8, 8:30. It's a drop and hook. 9:30ish by the time you do all your paperwork and everything. My plan is to get out of here at 76, shoot down to the 81, and shoot the 81 south to the 40, and then take the 40 all the way over to California. Once I get to Tennessee, everything shows clear all the way to California. The problem is, in Virginia, I'm going to be going through the western end of Virginia, as if some of you know, the 81 goes through there. It's showing that the time I'm going to be running through there, possibly it's going to be, they calling it a heavy mix, 1 to 3 inches of snow possible, and a tenth of an inch of ice. That's what's concerning me. Or they call it a glaze, a light glaze. That's what's concerning me, because last time I went through New Mexico and they had a tenth of an inch or whatever of a light glaze, the roads were bad. I mean, you couldn't hardly drive on them. It was flat, and you'd stop and your truck would still slide. And as you guys know, Virginia is hilly. So I'm really, really, really worried about going that way. Although maybe Virginia will take care of the roads better than out west, because they're used to this. Maybe they'll salt them really good, and they'll be okay. Because if I can get through Virginia, I'm going to be fine. The other way I can go is I can just shoot down, stay on the 70 to the 44 to the 40 and out that way. That's got about $125 worth of tolls. Looking at the reports, no ice, but I'm going to run into some snow in Ohio, and then some decent snow in Indiana. But I was talking to Hog Rider the other day, and he was talking how Indiana, Illinois and whatnot, when it snows there, they plow the roads and keep them pretty good. And I'd be rolling through the snow area pretty much early morning, sometime between, depending on what time I leave the 01, sometime between, I would say, 5 in the morning to 10 in the, well, not 5, it was like 6 or 7 in the morning to 9 or 10, depending on the swing there. So I'd be going through that in the morning light, to where Virginia, I'm going to be running through it probably about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. So I'm not sure. I think what I'll do is I'm going to check the weather report and the, because I really want to go the 81 to avoid the tolls and whatnot. but I won't go if the weather's still showing bad, because it all depends on what time I leave. If I get out of my O1 at say 9 o'clock, I'm golden. But I'm thinking the way everything else goes, it'll be 10, 11 o'clock, because I'll be stuck at this 90 for 4 or 5 hours, because we're busy. But gambled on coming out here, and I think I'm gonna lose on it. Now they are going to get me obviously extra money for this snafu for sitting here all day, but right now it ain't about the money, man. It's about getting me the hell out of here. What's up, Ian? How you doing? Joe, Alan, you guys are all back. Okay, Big Houston, good. Leon, how you doing, Leon? How you doing? Headed to Pennsylvania there in a few hours. Nelson, I hope you're getting here and turning around and rolling out of here, because unless you're planning on being here for about a good day and a half, or possibly 2 days, because they were. What the hell are you doing, buddy? They're talking about pretty bad. What's up, Chris? What's up? Hey, Angelica Jane, how you doing? Who else is in here? We got Jeff. Don't be scared. Of course, Jeff. Virginia does their roads better than New Mexico. Okay, that's good to hear. Especially New Mexico's flat, man. Or it was Arizona, New Mexico area. It was actually in New Mexico. It was flat. I was on the I-10, and it was. I mean, you just couldn't. Oh, this guy's gonna hit this fucking truck bobtail. You've got to be kidding me, dude. Look out your mirror. Hold on, guys. I don't know what he's doing. He must see it. Okay, he stopped. If that was a prime truck he was driving by, he would have took our deer guard off. Bobtail, he's pulling out. Almost hit that truck. Scott says, ringing the bell. Right on. Tulsa, Oklahoma. Right on, Scott. Jeff says hammer down. Oh yeah, Ohio is dry. Yeah, this is supposed to be coming in tonight, late tonight, or early morning, I should say. What's up, Junior? Well, if you heard, because they freaking my 8 o'clock 0800 appointment was now turned into an 1800 appointment, and this stuff is hitting to starting early morning. And this receiver's talking about how we already got this many trucks. Like, it's like, well, wait a minute, it ain't my fault you guys messed up the appointment. So they're talking that it might be a while to get me unloaded. So, like I said, if I don't get out of here before, say, 10 o'clock, I'm going to be running through the crap, man, which I'm just not happy about. Talk about anxiety. I'm hoping... See, because I know going through Indiana and Ohio, that's pretty flat there. And if the roads are halfway, they're not calling for ice there. They're calling for ice in Virginia. And that's what's got me worried, is going up over them hills with some ice. What's up, Mommy? Did you have a good nap?
Yeah, I think I slept pretty good. On and off. I was dreaming, so I know.
Well, yeah, if you were, you dreaming about me.
I dream about horses. Sorry. You asked.
Could have lied. You could have lied. Made you feel good.
Jacks. I dream about you during the day.
Yeah, okay. Alan says 4 or 5 hours. Nice. I just had 7 hours at my 90. Oh, man. They're getting slow. Northern states highway department maintain the roads better in snow and ice conditions, with exception of Wyoming. Yeah, Joe, you're right. I'm going to hit up 511, and if 511 on I-81 going south isn't bad through Virginia, I'm going to go that way, just because I think it's the quicker way.
Oh, I'm going because I got a shower.
Right on. Nick.
Whoops. I'll be back, Nick.
What's up, Timothy? How you doing, man? Quick, go grab that 30 hair blowers, clamp them to the front of the truck, and yeah, wouldn't that be funny? You're all right. Now you just return the garbage back.
Oh, crap.
Thank you, Junior. We're gonna try. I take it you're back at it, Junior. What is that, man? There's some kind of a weird blister that grew on my hand, and it freaking hurts. Oh, it's a bite. You see the little, look like a bite mark in the middle. Morgan's coming up on Piston or Pittston. I always call it Piston. Joe says, I'll talk you through the crap. My load delivers to Philly, but luckily I'm dropping in Spremo. There you go. Dropping in Spremo. Oh, you're going home. That's right. What is the date? Is it Christmas time already? What the hell? Oh, it's December 15th. 10 days till Christmas. Yeah, you shouldn't be dropping in Spremo already. You ain't ready to go home. You're on a dedicated route to PA. Well, if you haven't been watching the news, guys, tomorrow PA is going to turn into a freaking, especially I-90 corridor pair between Boston and PA and all this stuff is going to turn into a winter wonderland. They're calling for heavy snow. They call it deep snow. They're calling for high winds. It's not going to be fun. They're calling it a nor'eastern, whatever storm. But it's not going to be good the next day and a half, 2 days maybe. Time for it, Junior. Yeah, hit me up, man. Hit me up. You can listen to me cry. Oh man. Hey, little Debbie, how you doing? Long time. I'll send you my I'll text you my phone number after this, Debbie, so you can put it back in your phone. I went to do it earlier. I actually put that picture I took of you at that one truck stop. I actually put that as the avatar on your phone number because I was going to text you my number, and I just never. I went squirrel or something. 18 to 24 in Connecticut. Right on. That's going to be a lot. I'm glad I'm not hanging out there. Mr. Coolant Sensor says, not going home yet, just dropping there because I don't want to deal with that crap. You know, it's funny because the last few times I've tried to drop Pittston, no. I tried to drop over in Dallas, no. Although they finally did. The last 3 or 4 times I've tried to drop, man, I get told there's no trailer, so you can't drop. It's like, I don't need a trailer, man. I'd bobtail the hell somewhere. Kelly says, left out of Baltimore, port headed to Amarillo to 14 tall wide and 12 foot wide, 91,000 pounds. Virginia on 81 was nasty yesterday morning. Great. I didn't even. Oh yeah, that's right. That storm that hit me yesterday probably was what was blowing through when I was coming here. Quit touching the phone because it's messing up the live feed. What do you mean it's left and messing up the live feed? What's it doing to the live feed? Oh, you're in New York? Oh, good. Get out of there. Our New York was getting hit today, maybe, or was that tomorrow? You got to run south to the rain, then slowly start west. Oh, stop freaking out. It happens every single year as long as you've been alive. It's out. Yeah. Danny, you're heading to PA coming from Dallas. Well, if you're not going to be in PA tomorrow, you should be okay. Although Virginia is going to be under a weather warning, that warning I was telling you about, till tomorrow, tonight midnight to tomorrow night midnight. So there's some weather up here, man. You just gotta watch out. And Joe, yeah, you have to touch the phone for it to scroll. It doesn't. My phone doesn't scroll automatically. You used to be able to hit the down arrow and then leave it, and it would scroll automatically. But my phone will scroll once or twice, then it quits scrolling, or it blanks out, and then you got to touch the screen to make it come back. Sometimes if you leave it alone, it will come back on its own, but sometimes it doesn't. It's goofy. Every so often I will give you the circle of death. Oh, every so often I'll give you the circle of death. That's weird. It wasn't doing that yesterday, huh? I don't think the circle of death should have anything to do with me touching it, because all I'm doing is bringing the screen back to life. That's weird. We must have just kind of some kind of a weird signal strength there. Jay says, hello, David. I'm on my way to Burnsville, Maryland, then go play in snow to head to California. Burtonsville, Maryland. Okay. Where are you going to play in the snow at? Oh, that's right. Oklahoma and whatnot's being hit right now. It will be cleared up by the end of the day, they said. Oh, yeah. No, when I look for the date on the phone, yeah, that's why I don't answer texts. Whenever you slide the screen down and go to your messages, it stops your live. But I did it real quick, and so it should have started it right back up. Try this, Dave. You open map, look at Jersey coast, and look at all the ports, and sure. See, it just went dark. I'm sure you know, but follow the ports all the way south. Hell no, the east coastline is going to get hit really hard. So the last thing I want to do is go that way. But I'm telling you, man, this is definitely a trucking moment, because I'm sitting there going, I'm getting in and getting out. I'm sneaking in just after, or I beat a storm coming in, and then I was going to beat one going out. Nope. Bad luck. Jinx. Probably across 70 in West Virginia. Possibly. I don't know if you're going today. I didn't really look to see what the weather over there was over there today over in West Virginia. But I know if I could have got out of here, went west and then down, I would have probably, depending on what time I rolled through Oklahoma, I might have just kept going down south and hit the 10, because Oklahoma apparently was getting pounded. But again, weather changes constantly, so you really got to check the weather updates on your weather. I've had it change. I've had it change within an hour of great weather, and then I looked later, and it's like, oh my God, storms. There. It's like, okay, that's not fun. All I'm going to see is rain if I get going. That's the problem, Timothy. I can't leave here till tonight. Try going in settings before your next stream and change the settings from the time your screen goes off to never. I didn't know there was settings that did that for YouTube, because hell yeah, that would be great. Now it's not my phone screen. It's the YouTube comments dim out after a couple seconds. Like right now they just dimmed out. Now to get the comments back, if I wait for another comment to pop up, it will bring them back sometimes. But now I'll just sit here and I haven't caught up yet, so it could be a problem. Especially when I get behind, that would really be a problem. So I do have to touch it. Les Hill's running west and southwest in the Buckeye. I don't know what that is. Speaking of in the Buckeye, what the hell is the Buckeye? Earlier I was watching a Weather Channel, and she goes, oh, the Centennial State's going to get blah, 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 and then moved on. What the hell is the I had to Google it. What's the Centennial State? I mean, it pissed me off. It's like, why can't you just say the state's name? Okay? Just say the state's name. And another thing, why do they use counties? Why can't they say cities? This city's going to get nailed. That because the map shows cities. It doesn't show counties. Big dummies. How you love Florida confuses me. Confuses me. Why you won't use the climate to your best interest? How you love Florida confuses me. I love Florida. Florida's nice. I mean, Florida's going to get pounded with rain, I think today or tonight or something. So again, I wasn't going to these areas, so I wasn't really paying attention. But you know, you had to listen to that to go through. I know it's going to get hammered. I just don't know exactly when. Oh, the comments. Okay, maybe in the YouTube creator area. Yeah, I've never seen anything about the comments. Ohio is the Buckeye. Silly. How the hell am I supposed to know that? Why would I know that? And yeah, originally, you know, I wanted to do the, you know, go straight Ohio, Indiana, and down the 40, you know, the 70 to 44, because that would avoid this Virginia thing. But we'll see. I guess I'm gonna decide it. I'm gonna decide it when I go to leave my 90 tonight. I'm gonna check the road conditions for Virginia, and I mean, if they salt the hell out of them, it should be fine. But the last thing I want to do is come sliding down a hill in Virginia with out of control, you know. Hell yeah, be safe. Thank you, thank you. Sweetest, what is that? Sweetest gap, sweetest gas beach. Yeah. I'll just call you sweetest. Yeah, you know, that's like the Big Apple in the Sunshine State. Obviously, I know what the Big Apple is because somewhere along the way, when my dad's watching baseball, they probably called it the Big Apple. But, you know, call the states by their names. That's why they give them names. You know, not freaking the blue state or the pink state or something, because I don't know what that is. Ohio is an Indian term? Really? I thought it was just the name of the state. Sweetest Georgia peach. Okay. Well, damn. Damn, Mr. Censor. Sweetest Georgia peach. Okay, I see it now. I'm stupid. What do you want from me? I'm stupid. Waste more money dodging snow. So did you get my text, Hog Rider? You never replied, man. You never replied. I ain't dodging it. Either way, I'm going to hit it. I just don't. Here's the thing, okay? I'm only going on 3 years into this, okay? So I was born and raised in Southern California. It don't snow. I've been to the snow like 2 or 3 times my whole life, okay? And so trucking, it's new. So I'm thinking, do you want to drive through fairly? It's going to be, they call it, it's going to come down quickly in Ohio / Indiana area. Or do I want to deal with kind of a heavy mix with 1/10 of an inch of glaze, you know, in Virginia, which you know is going to be hilly, versus Ohio and Indiana, which is going to be flat. You know, so I asked Hog Rider that question, and he never got back to me, man, because I know he runs that. He was just telling me the other day that Indiana and whatnots, they keep their roads pretty good, not to sweat them. How about Shaky Town, David? Do you know? I have no idea what Shaky Town is. Timothy says, you win. He must not understand. He will. Okay, I don't understand. Explain it to me. That's the only way I'm going to learn, is if somebody explains it to me rather than just throw out cryptic messages. What's up, Grim? Grim says, from Texas here, and I will say being up north in heavy snow is safer. They keep the great on the roads. Yeah, they keep the roads great. I've always been told that, you know, you want to be northern states keep the roads much better than the southern states. Now, having said that, I check the weather for, you know, going down south, and when I'm going to go through there, it's beautiful. There ain't no snow. There's no call for snow all week long, so I should be able to get in there and get the hell out. Hog Rider says, go Indiana. Okay, that's what I thought he would say. He only knows Taco Town. Shut up. LA, let's see. I had a lot of dedicated in PA, New Jersey, New York. Beautiful, but hated snow and fog times. You to be safe. Oh, absolutely. I don't like. See, here's the thing. I don't like when the snow covers the road so you can't see the road. That bothers me. If it's snowing and it's really cold out, I don't mind the snow because I know it's not going to melt and turn to ice. I don't like it when it's hovering around freezing and it's snowing and you're getting slush, because if it gets a little bit colder, that slush down there can turn to ice unless they salted the roads real good. Well, how do I know if they salted them real good? What do you call it for? What do you call it for? You know, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Missouri, Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, California. What do you mean call it for that? Coming through Virginia around 6 a.m. Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Hopefully the roads are good. Yeah. Obviously, too. You know, tomorrow, and it's got the winter weather advisory over there from midnight tonight to midnight tomorrow night, and I'm going to be going through there about 5 a.m. myself. But I'm going to be on the 81, which is the western edge of Virginia. Ohio's getting the roads ready now. Okay, cool. See, and I would be going through, I think I'd be going through Ohio / I know Indiana, where Ohio is showing a little bit of snow. Indiana was showing pretty heavy snow. But I'd be going through Indiana like in the early mornings, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, depending on what time I leave the 90. But it's a drop and hook, and the trailer's ready. I just got to get in and get the hell out. Joe says, I watched the vegetation at the side of the highway when the snow covers the road and you can see any part of the road. Yeah, but you know what? I don't like that, driving blind. I don't like that. I don't like having to go, everything just went away there. I wonder if I'm on the road. You know, because there ain't always vegetation there. Due west or due south, absolutely. Even though you're going to hit the stuff going either way, it's like, if Virginia wasn't mountainy, I wouldn't be as worried. But then again, it makes you think, if Virginia's mountainy and they know that there's going to be an ice glaze, you would think they would pre-treat it and get it taken care of to where it's not going to be a problem. Why are we congratulating Hog Rider? What happened? Who's congratulating him? I don't see nothing. Jellica says, born and raised in Alaska, snow is snow. Can be fine if roads are clear. A rainstorm in Texas can be just as bad at times. Just be safe. Yeah. Again, the snow isn't what really kills me. Unless it's a whiteout. It's that ice, man, that ice. And you guys got to remember, I just had a problem with ice. The first weather of the season, I was in New Mexico, and, you know, the truck, I almost jackknifed 3 times. It was, to keep the truck from jackknifing, the only way to stop it was hitting the throttle. Every time I blipped the throttle, it straightened it out. But that's a bad feeling when you blip your throttle, it straightens out, and then you let off and it starts wanting to jackknife again, because you don't want to just hammer down and hold your throttle in that crap either. Especially when traffic is coming to a stop up there. So that's why I'm got this sudden fear of ice in my mind, is because I just ran through and it sucked. Oh, you just rode out my path to California. Ice storm in Lubbock wasn't fun recently. Okay. Where am I at? I'm going to be leaving Philadelphia from the where I'm picking up from is from Philadelphia. So I'll be coming from Philadelphia. What's up, Kyle? How you doing, man? Long time, long time. Now, right now I'm in Leesport for a little while. We'll be leaving here shortly. But it's just these are things that weigh on my mind. This Loves is garbage, man. If one, it's constantly busy. Two, the trucks coming in block the trucks coming out, and vice versa. And now you got a guy trying to. Oh, okay. He's like, no, screw this. He's turning around. The only reason why he can turn around is he's a pickup truck pulling like a 20-foot trailer. He's like, forget this. I'll get fuel somewhere else. That or I'll go pee somewhere else. Whatever he was deciding to do. Josh, how you doing, my man? I haven't seen you in a minute. But everyone at this truck stop is irritated. And then what happens here is the guys pull forward and they go in and get food. And the food people here are really slow at placing your order. So it makes everybody really get held up. Hog Rider understood the issue right away. I repeat, why waste money and time trying to avoid snow just to get started? I'm going to say this, okay? I don't want to put myself in risk to where my daughter loses her mother and father at the same time. All right? So that's why I try to avoid bad weather. And again, a little bit of snow, I don't care. It's when there's advisories and they're talking ice and they're talking about whiteout conditions. They're talking about, things like that. I try to avoid those, especially when it's going up over a grade where you might have to chain up, because I'm not going to chain up and I really don't want to get stuck. So to me, it's not necessarily a big, well, there's somebody cutting that guy off. He's not going to be happy. To me, it's not I don't consider it a waste of time and money. Also, these two routes I'm giving you are pretty close to the same distance. You're working hard, right on. Let's see, taking care of my son. Let me know if you need a snowplow. I'm flying out to New Jersey tonight. Yeah, no kidding. You want to drive in front of me with a salt truck and a snowplow? Kenworth rider, wussy. Oh, man. I drove Snoqualmie Pass for 12 years straight to work, so snow and ice don't scare, but I respect it, David. Yeah, absolutely. Every year you see these major pileups with these trucks. I don't want to be in one of them. Hell no. Timothy says, there's an important issue. If you go through some snow states, the garbage will be hard to see, so will be a piece for a while. Woo, yeah. Why is this Loves is just major busy all the time? You get a little lull in people coming in. Otherwise, it's a line all the way out to the street. It's crazy. Is this like the only truck stop for a million miles or what? I'm in Pennsylvania for the next 34 hours, and I was trying to get out of this coming storm. Well, if you're here for the next 34 hours, you should miss the storm, so you should be okay. Wow, what is this guy doing? Now I got a guy, he's pulled across all the fuel islands, blocking so no one can pull into the fuel islands. Did he lose his mind and decide no one's getting fuel here or what? Wow, and he can't back. He's not backing into a spot because the spots are that way. Man, you guys should see this mess. I'm in Pennsylvania. Oh, I already read that. Let's see. Wait for this Q truck to move, and we'll see if that guy's still blocking. Well, if he's blocking the fuel islands, no one can get in, so see if he's moved yet. Yeah, okay, he's gone. There was a truck that was pulled crossways over there. But and here's the problem, guys. See that international over there? He's getting blocked. That guy is the guy that causes a lot of this problem to where guys can't get out while they're coming in, because he's blocking the lane that brings you in, so the trucks have to go into the exit lane to come in, which then causes this kind of a backup because they can't get around the trucks. So guys like that, and there's parking next to me, there's parking over there. Guys like that need to be towed. Rip them out of their truck, tie them to a post, and let a tow truck come take their truck. Problem solved, right? I mean, why do these guys super truck park like that when there's plenty of parking? Oh, because they can't back. It's got to be the only reason why. I mean, why would you do that? You're parking in a no parking zone, blocking everybody. Those are always neat. Those tires that go dink-a-dink. God, that just irritates the hell out of me when they do that. Stay safe. Thank you, man. You too. You be good. You like the flash hat? Yep. Winter time, I can bring the flash hat out because it's this pleather stuff, and it's too hot to wear in the summertime. And Timothy's singing over here. Hold on there. You just snow scared because Grandma ever got on board. I think Timothy's been drinking. Now you got somebody backing in, which sucks because that blocks both inbound and outbound traffic. And then this guy, look at this fool. That white truck, he's pulled so close to the Stevenson truck, he couldn't straighten out to back in because he's blocking it to where his tractor couldn't come straight. So he's, I mean, look, why don't that a-hole back up? Back up, hit him, smash him. Look at that. Look at this. He can't get straight. He can't get straight because this jerk off won't back up. You know what? Because he probably don't know how to back up. Pull through, fool. I mean, look at this. That guy in Stevenson truck, he needs to get out of his truck, walk over to this door, yank that door open, grab the guy by his teeth, and pull a couple of teeth out. I mean, Jesus, man. I can't stand people that do stupid stuff like that. It's like, why? Hit him, man. Tear the whole front of his truck off. I mean, sure, it's going to be a claim on you, but at least he's down for being an idiot. Look at this. Back up. Hey, white truck, why don't you back up? Do the guy a favor. God damn. Ooh. Sorry, I didn't mean to say the God word. Oh, my God. Oh, there he goes. Now he's starting to back up. What a dummy. I'm about ready to walk out there. Am I turning red? It's the dumbest people on the planet, man. I mean, I just can't believe this. What a friggin' idiot. Hey, Trickers Live, what's happening? Stuck in somewhere in Louisiana. I can't say that word. Damn, man. What a dummy. The guy's all ticked off in that white truck. What an idiot. Sorry, guys. I don't mean to get so upset, but I mean, all he had to do is back up 3 feet, and that Stevenson could have went in, could have backed up, it got into a spot 10 minutes ago. I don't know why Stevenson didn't get out of his truck and tell him to move. I would have. Jason said he's going to try to find me a real taco truck. Lucas had good tacos last night in Nogales, Arizona. Right on. What's up, Skull? How you doing? Thibodaux. Oh, Thibodaux, Louisiana. Okay, right on. Thank you. Thank you for spelling it out. It's called A Nice Cuddle and Movie Time and Good Sleeps. Take a break and go after the storm. No stress and safe. I've already been on too many breaks. Melissa's got 34-hour resets in this week. Now, a good movie. The hell is the name of the movie I just watched? It was a Christmas in the Heartland. Excellent, excellent, excellent movie. Oh my gosh, it was so great. I might just watch it again when I get off of here. It was about two girls who were going to go see their grandparents, and they've never met their grandparents before, and their grandparents didn't meet them. There were roughly 17-year-old girls, somewhere in there, and they switched and decided, because one was rich, one wasn't, and they're like, I hate this, blah, and they're like, hey, let's see what each other's life's like. So they switched. Oh, it's just awesome. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. Trucker's Life still cooking his pulled pork. Right on. Missed this taco today. If you feel adventurous, take the 156 off to 70 over to 56 through KS down to I-40 at Macari. No, that's okay. That sounds like a big pain in the neck way. Although it sounds familiar. I think I took that way one time. I think you avoid tolls by going that way. You avoid the third. Well, it's now $40 toll over there in Oklahoma on the I-44. Hog Rider says lazy. Okay. Enter truck stops logistics lesson number 1. Huh. That's messed up. What a weenie. Yeah, you must be talking about that dude over there, man. What the hell? I forgot 56 54. And Trucker's Life says that's not a bad ride. Not a bad ride. Sometimes, though, guys, when I'm looking at routes, if I got to do a whole bunch of U.S. highway and state highways versus like 50 extra miles of the interstate, I'm taking the interstate every time. Just because a lot of times I'll put both ways in my GPS, like going over I-70 through Vail. If you put that route in from Denver, from let's see, I don't know, New Jersey to California, and it takes you over that way, you put that way in versus going down and taking the 40, it's more miles going down to the 40, but it's like only 2 minutes longer because of how slow it is going over Vail. That happens a lot when you go state routes. If you put the two routes in, it may be a little bit quick or a little bit less miles going to one way, but staying on the interstate is quicker because you're not slowing down to 20 miles an hour and all that nonsense. Snow blizzard not till tomorrow afternoon after 12. Where is this at, this snow blizzard you're talking about? I used to take that way on loose leaves. Oh, okay. Basically what he's telling you is I used to take that way when I could cheat on my logs. Because that would be beautiful if that Virginia route wasn't going to get hit till tomorrow afternoon. But every way I looked at it, it's going to get nailed. They're talking about getting nailed. Oh, okay, yeah, the northeast. Yeah, you know what? I think that way it was coming in tomorrow. Afternoon might actually be over a foot of snow. Yeah. And Grim says, yeah, shorter doesn't always mean fastest. No, absolutely not. And sometimes the shortest way down those U.S. highways and whatnot is definitely not a very safe way. There's a couple of highways we run down, and there is no shoulder at all. And the freeway lanes are really narrow, and then it's like a 3 to 5 foot drop off. So if you even fart wrong, you're putting the truck over on its roof. So some ways just aren't worth going just because of the safety factor. And I know some of you are going to go, oh, I'll drive any road, anytime, anywhere because I'm a super trucker and I don't care. Well, once again, I don't want my daughter to lose both her parents at one time. You know, uh, uh, for instance, US 60, I-24 to US 60 to US 51 over the Ohio River Bridge into Cairo. Those roads are kind of dangerous. You could just simply stay on the 57 or shoot up to 57 to the, I think it was the 146 over and back down. It's not that much longer. There's several ways you can go around that, but having said that, I still go that Cairo way. And it's pretty if I'm driving, I'll go that way. But it's pretty nasty that way. It's I'm sure some of you've been on it, and it's like, damn, man, they want to. Last time, well, the time before last I went on it, it really pissed me off. I can't remember who I was talking to, but it really pissed me off because, especially going over the bridge, there was a bunch of motorhomes and semis coming at me, and those lanes are barely wide enough for two trucks to be on, and they would hug that line, and it's like, Jesus, I'm gonna have to hit the damn side of the bridge to not hit this guy. What the hell? And it was just over and over and over again. And then trucks and motorhomes coming on the line and then scooting over at the last second. You're like, there goes my mirror. And then they move over. It's like, oh, thank goodness. Try being on permit. Some of the assigned routes can be up to 300 miles more than straight through. Yeah, and that's why you make the big bucks there, buckaroo. That's why you make the big bucks, to go those ridiculous routes you have to go. But, you know, one thing that would be nice, I think, is to have a known good route that you can take, rather than some of these unknown routes that I've been on, where it's like, geez, what the hell? But yeah, man, so that's my anxiety level for the day, is trying to figure out which way to go. And of course, this is going to be driving through it at night, which is always fun. I'm sure Melissa will be sleeping soundly in the back, like she always does, as freaking I'm getting pounded. Damn it, that's what I meant to do too, is I wanted to download footage of coming here, had some of the nastiness. I remember you're going that way one time when I was talking to you. I remember you thought you were lost. Could have been, yeah. Oh, yeah, Joe. That's right. That's right. That's because what happened? I was supposed to, one of the GPS, something with the GPS said something, and it made me think, what the hell? I was supposed to get off there, which technically you could have, but that ain't the way. Yeah, the way I ended up going is the way we always go. But yeah, I can't remember that. That was the first time I went over that way, or the first time I could remember going over that way. But I know my first year, that bridge, it was not the bridge, but the road after the bridge was washed out for a long time, so we used to have to always go around it. So, but yeah, and it was at night, and it was like, what the hell? Yep, I remember that. And Melissa wasn't a driver then, and when we got on US 50 or 51 or 60, whatever it was, and she's seen that road with no shoulder, she's like, oh my God, if I was driving, I would just stop right here and say, you're driving. She ended up driving that road in PSD because we had a chance to go that way or around it, and because she was so afraid of it, I said, nope, we're going that way. So she drove that road in PSD, and then she just recently went over it. Well, you know, she just recently ran over it not that long ago. Safest route is Ohio-Indiana route. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. It just sucks, man. $125 in tolls. Damn. But I'd rather spend $125 and not get stuck or crash or end up in a ditch or being completely terrified. It's just a bummer that when I'm looking up the weather for it, it's calling for heavy snow over there in Indiana. Well, it depends on what time, because it varies within an hour of itself. It goes from heavy snow to not that bad of snow. Michael says, I remember one of your videos when you were company starting out. You were coming down a mountain and icy at night. You were terrified. Yeah, I had a lot of videos like that. A lot of them. I had a video where I should still have these videos. They're just on private. But I had this one video where it was nighttime. I was in Minnesota, and it was blowing so hard, snow across the road, that it was like, oh, where's the road? I don't know. And I remember I was bobtail. I was going to pick up an empty trailer. It was right after I gelled up the truck. They got it running, and they had somebody come repower my load. So then I ended up having to go pick up this other load, and I had to go get a trailer to go get it. So everyone looks like they agree on going Ohio to Indiana. So we'll take the 70 to the, what is it, 70, 55 to the 44. Go on past the terminal. Jump on the 44 up to the 40. And then shoot on over. That's the way I'm leaning towards. What my plan was come tonight, look at the weather again and see what it says. Because I think I don't know, the weather changes so much so quickly. It was funny coming up here, guys. I was in Kansas and there was a storm to the southeast of me. I'm like, haha, I missed you, nanny. And I jump on the interstate, and that's the storm. I kept checking, and that little bastard was catching up to me. It was dry. That storm was moving so fast that it finally caught me in Ohio. When Melissa swapped out and I started driving again, I think it caught me by Columbus. All the way to this truck stop, it either snowed, sleeted, rained, or ice, where it sounds like it's dropping hail on your truck. I mean, it had the gamut of it. But I was not worried about it because we were above freezing the whole time. It was going from 37 degrees to 34 degrees. And that was why it would change from snow to this, that, or the other. So I wasn't worried about it because it wasn't sticking. So I didn't have to worry about frozen roads or anything because it wasn't getting too cold. There was poop trucks all lining up to get ready to poop and everything. So I don't know if they were going to do it for that storm. Maybe if it's got colder, or if they were just getting ready to start pooping for this next storm that's coming. I don't know how soon they poop for a storm that's coming. Is it an hour, 2 hours a day? I'm watching this poor guy who's trying to get straight, but because there's truck after truck after truck coming through, he doesn't get a chance to pull out. Oh no, he's trying to leave it. Look, now he's getting straight. They don't give you a chance. They see you trying to move. You'd think they'd just give you a minute to pull out. This guy had no choice, this DSI, because he just pulled out the rest of the way. You'd think they'd just give you a minute to pull out and straighten up so you can go back. Oh, you see my wreath? The bow is blowing back like crazy. But yeah, man, I know I sound like a big wussy, but these are what plays on my mind. This is what I'll lose sleep over. All day long, I'll keep checking the weather, to see if it changes, which is pointless because there's nothing I can do about it. The worst thing that I didn't want to have happen happened. Oh, this guy's screaming. Well, you want to see him scream? Let's see. Oh, no. He was yelling at the trucks in front of him. I mean, he wasn't screaming at anyone in particular. He was just doing the because of all the trucks there. There ain't nowhere to get fuel. And, a lot of these guys are probably in a hurry. And you guys know how it is when you're under the gun in a hurry and then you got to get fuel. And oh, here comes Melissa. You got to get fit. Oh, look, he said screw it. He said, you know what? I ain't even stopping here. I'm out. Cold out there, woman. You got
No,
that?
it's not really that cold. It's a lot better than last night. Last night was freezing.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Whoops.
There we go. These. Oh, you bought me a sandwich. Thank
No,
you.
you already ate. I spilled it when you came in.
Mm.
Don't wipe your boogers on my sandwich.
A Subway. It's about being smart and safe. So, Hog Rider, what time do they plow and salt the 70 all night long through those states? Do you know? I'm asking him because he seems to run that area. I think he does. He seems to know a lot about that area. Wow, I ain't never seen a skeleton drive a truck before. Oh, you can't see him now. That dude in that truck would look like a skeleton. Boy, I wish I could look like that. Jeez, that guy could eat 10 Big Macs. Oh, he's got a leaking hub seal. Big time. Big time. Yes. Okay, so, all right. So if they plow that all night long and salt it, it should be golden. It should be golden. It should be a decent route. Because I believe if I remember right, yeah, because I'm about 460 miles from Ohio. So if I leave Philadelphia, oh no, Philadelphia is going to be about 500 miles from Ohio. So if I leave Philadelphia at, say, 10 o'clock, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'll be hitting there early morning. 6 o'clock, rolling through Indiana, about 8, 9 o'clock, something like that. So that might be the better route. Might just spend the $125. Although it really kicked me in the butt, man, if Virginia salted their roads good too. See, it's a toughie, but like you said, it's the safer bet, it's the better bet. Okay, so that's another question, Grim. When it's snowing, do they actually plow and salt while it's snowing, or do they wait for the snow to stop? I always wondered that, you know. If, I mean, I guess why wouldn't they? Because if they're dropping poop down, it's melting the snow. And if the snow starts building up and they plow it, it keeps traffic moving. I mean, I guess if it's not a whiteout condition to where someone's going to stop in front of you and you're going to plow through them, because that's the other thing I don't want to be involved in. What did you get? That smells good.
A wrap.
What kind of wrap?
Turkey, Swiss, and bacon.
Turkey, Swiss, and bacon on a turkey sandwich?
Yeah. They've been selling it for years.
What kind of sauce did you put on it?
I put sweet onion, and I put sweet onion, teriyaki, and chipotle.
And pepper?
Pepper, salt, pepper.
Yeah, get that, and onion. Oh my God, it's killing me over. Okay, so they do it all through. All right, so that makes me feel better, because all in all, if I could get through Virginia, once you get to Tennessee, from Tennessee to California is clear sailing, and it looks like it's it looks like 3 hours of nastiness in Virginia, because I would only be going through the western part. As you guys know, the 81 kind of kitty corners it, but it's got hills, man. So I would be going through a lot more snow going through Indiana and Ohio. But if the roads are nice, the roads are pretty flat. I can't remember, has Ohio got hills? I don't think so. But if the roads are flat, did you get extra onions?
He's sensitive too.
Yeah, there's that's probably the better way to go. And I think it's the faster way to go. I think, if I remember right, I think that's the preferred way to go as far as the time frame. You got to ask yourself what your biggest pucker factor is. I would much rather drive on icy and snowy roads that are flat. Oh, okay. I was like, are you out of your mind? Because those aren't supposed to be icy. They're calling for just snow, but I guess anytime there's snow, there could be ice, to where the other roads are calling for ice, which is just like, what?
Christopher Eccleston is returning to Doctor Who.
Christopher
Fantastic.
Eccleston? Which one is him?
Fantastic. The original, the first one.
Oh, damn. Okay. Maybe we can watch Doctor Who again.
Yeah.
Because, man,
this woman.
Yeah, the woman and that old dude just sucked.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I think you're right. Flat would be better, as long as Pennsylvania and West Virginia stay good. Now, according to my weather app, it shows that those are that I'm not supposed to be hitting anything through there. Now, if going that way, I'm going to hit stuff through West Virginia and whatnot, then I might as well just go the 81, where I'm going to only have a couple of hours of bad weather, versus Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Ohio, and Indiana. I wish I could look at my app right now to see something.
Wow.
What time that storm was going to be? Anyone know what time that snow is? The snow supposed to stop in Indiana and Ohio? Do you know tomorrow, or is it going to be an all-day deal? You got to ask yourself. Okay, at least you're not at the DMV getting your tanker endorsement right now. Man, dirty biscuits, what's happening? You are back. I would much rather be getting my tanker endorsement than having to contemplate which way I might die. On the I-70 or on the I-81? Hey, Debbie, you are back. Debbie's back again, 'cause she can win. But, what are you going to do? Anyways, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to get ready, or I don't even know what time it is.
2:45.
Okay, yeah. So I'm going to get ready, use the restroom and whatnot, get ready to go to our 90. Should be a fast-moving storm. Yeah, that would be good. That one, I don't know, because obviously there must be two different storms. Well, when you put it that way, yeah, see? That there must be two different storms, because the Virginia one's going to last 24 hours. So you know what? The one over in Ohio and Indiana, that's probably the one moving up to and go through Pennsylvania, unless the one, or maybe the two are going to collide. Maybe that's why that's going to be the nor'eastern, they called it. National weather shows Ohio and Indiana clear, but PA and East getting it. Yeah, that's for tomorrow. Tomorrow. I'm talking about tomorrow afternoon. I'm talking about tomorrow morning. Unless, again, I haven't checked it for a couple of hours because I watched the movie. So unless things changed, which they were changing earlier, every time I looked, it seemed that the time frame moved up and back on when it was going to hit. Trucker John is in the house. But, yeah, so I'll let you guys go so I can go play with the weather app and sit and wonder what's going to go on. And we'll talk to you guys later, man. Be good. Dink. Hit the damn like button on your way out.